everyone, and happy Sunday. I had to think about that for a quick second, but happy Sunday. I woke up really early today. I've been trying to wake up a little bit earlier just to get more use out of my day, and I think I was a morning person until during the pandemic I became more of like a night person, and this year I'm trying to become a morning person again. So I just finished watering my plants. My little monstera plant down there, Monsty, she's doing really well. I saw some new leaves grow and that just makes me so happy. My watermelon plant can use a little bit of work. Anyways, today I am staying indoors. I want to do like a reset day for the new year, for the new work week. So I'm going to be cleaning, reorganizing, planning, so a bunch of stuff to do. I'll leave the laundry list of to-dos right here. And with that, let's get started with the video.
The first task of the day is to clean and reorganize my desk. I love this desk because it is so wide and spacious, but the only con is that there's no storage. In the future, I might want to get some under-the-table cabinets, but in the meantime, I just refurbished my old monitor stand as a small shelf. I put some journals and notebooks in the bottom, and next to that, I swapped out some old books for some new ones that I recently purchased. On top, I put this little wooden crate that I've had for ages. I tried to hide a lot of miscellaneous things that I usually grab, like tape, measuring tape, external hard drives, etc. Putting small items in containers is key for organizing and structure, so I transformed an old jewelry box into my new SD card holder and put all of my pens in this little pull-out stationery box. I cleaned my mini whiteboard, tidied up my post-it notes, and this section of the desk is done. I have two laptops, one for my 9-to-5 and one for personal use in addition to an iPad. I've just been leaving them either on this table or on my coffee table, and it just takes up so much surface area that I decided to finally find a permanent home for them. So I purchased this vertical laptop stand with two slots to hold my iPad and the laptop that's not currently in use. The second slot was a bit too small for my iPad because I have a pretty thick case on, so I had to adjust the screws to make it a bit wider. After adjusting, both items fit perfectly and I hid it behind my laptop stand. The last thing was to get new water for my flowers. I love having flowers in the house, and to keep them fresh and long-lasting, I switch out the water every 2 to 3 days. Alright, desk is clean and it's time to get some work done. Today I wanted to finalize my content strategy for 2023. Like my New Year's resolutions, I've already gone through a couple iterations, and the last piece was to do some additional market research. It's important when I'm making these videos that 1, I enjoy what I'm filming, but also 2, I'm putting something out there that my audience likes to watch. So 2 ways I perform market research for my channel when thinking about growth and where to go is to 1, go on YouTube, see what's trending, see what's popular, see what's missing. And 2, I like using Google Trends to search up words like apartment hunting or day in my life to see how popular these searches are currently, or if they peak seasonally, yearly. That way I can strategize on if a video is worth making or when I should post a certain video for maximum impact. The next task is for me to clean up my Notion. For those of you who don't know what Notion is, it is an easy-to-use platform to track your goals, do your work, and plan anything and everything all in one place. I'm a Notion nerd, and I've been using this platform for a little over a year now, so I'm super excited to be partnering with Notion for this portion of the video. I started off by archiving some pages that weren't relevant anymore, drafted some new ones, and also transferred my content strategy brainstorm from my notebook into digital form. My space is still a work in progress, but I did want to quickly show y'all how I plan and use Notion because this tool is something that I use every single day to help me organize and stay on track. So this is my personal home, and I named it Julia's Garden because all of these docks are little plants that I need to maintain and grow. I love how with Notion I can really make this page unique and my own. It's aesthetic, functional, and the customization that you can do here is limitless. I have 3 sections on this page. The first is called Housekeeping, where I have a link to my New Year's resolutions, which I shared in the last video, a page for purchases because I am my own doorman, so I need to track when I'm expecting a package, and bills because I am an adult and I have expenses to keep track of. Next, I have my work section, which I divided up into my 9 to 5, YouTube, and TikTok. Under that, I of course had to add a little playlist. This is a playlist of my favorites, the ones that are always on repeat. And lastly, I have my rituals column, which are just little quotes and reminders that I sometimes look at to uplift my mood, and I swap them out from time to time depending on how I'm feeling or what words I need to hear at that time. Outside of my homepage, I wanted to share 2 quick examples of how I've utilized this platform. The first is a page that I'm pretty proud of, and that is my YouTube tracker. This is my YouTube tracker for 2022. I have since made a new one for 2023, but it has the exact same layout. So starting off at the top, I have some pages to keep track of my sponsors, branding, outreach, strategy. This is where I typically put my content strategy for the year, which you just saw me brainstorm. And below that, I have this big table with all of the videos that I posted last year. There are 6 columns. Start off with the video name, and if you open this up, it actually becomes its own page where I brain dump and storyline the skeleton of the video. For status, I have a couple in progress, done, ideation sent for review, and backlogged. I also write down if there was a sponsor for that video, if it was published or not, and if so, the publish date. And then lastly, I also have like a little sub count going on here, which I didn't think too much of it, but when I reviewed it a couple weeks ago, it just really showed me how much growth this channel had in the past year. Lastly, I'm not sure if y'all know this, but Notion is also a great tool for collaboration, with one place to share ideas and work together. For all of the trips that I went on last year, I actually used Notion to plan all of them. So this is a page for my Europe trip that I took with 2 of my friends, and you can see that Max was last active on this page 5 months ago, and I did the same thing for my family trip to Italy. I just copy and pasted that template that I already created previously, and I literally made my friends and sisters make Notion accounts because I refused to plan anywhere else. So that was a sneak peek into my Notion. Let me know if you are interested in a more in-depth walkthrough because I have so many more pages to share. In the meantime, start planning for your new year with Notion, and you can get started for free using the link in my description box down below. Alright, I've been sitting at my desk for hours at this point and the sun is setting, so that is my cue to get up, stretch, and go do my laundry. Laundry is my least favorite chore, to the point where I used to just resort to buying underwear just so that I don't have to go wash my clothes. But I am an adult now, so I have to do my laundry. Today I had 3 full loads because I haven't washed my clothes in 2 weeks, and not only do I have my own bedding and towels, but I had some guests stay over for New Year's, so I needed to wash double the sheets. While my clothes are in the wash, I started to make dinner. I had some leftover rice, so I thought that I would warm it up and make an easy sushi bake. This recipe is super simple and delicious, but I'd like to argue that anything with an excessive amount of Kewpie mayo and sriracha will always be delicious. I find cooking so therapeutic, and I just like to eat well in general, so I love whipping up new recipes or refining old ones that I've made before. After baking the rice for 10 to 15 minutes, it is finally time to eat. In between this, I did go put all of my clothes in the dryer, by the way. I like the sushi bake recipe because it's really fun to eat. It's kind of like assembling your own spicy crab meat hand roll. As I eat, I rewind a little bit by watching some shows. This new TV has been such a game changer, and it's a luxury purchase that I never knew I needed. Although, I don't know if it's entirely a good thing because I've been watching a little too much these days. After dinner, I continue to watch TV while folding laundry. I'm currently watching a Netflix show called The Glory, simultaneously to Singles Inferno 2, and over the holiday break I binged another series called Reborn Rich. If y'all have watched any of these shows, let me know and let's discuss because I have so many thoughts. The last task of the day is to prep some cold brew, or else I'll wake up tomorrow for work with no coffee and I wouldn't actually know how to survive. I had a cold brew subscription for the last year, but recently they increased their prices by like a good amount, so this was my first time making cold brew in a very long time. Thankfully, I still had all of the tools. I just needed to buy a fresh bag of coffee. This is one of my favorites from a local New York City brand called New Coffee. And the process is super simple. Just grind up some beans, put it in the filter, add some cold water, and let it seep overnight. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for spending the day with me. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.